There it is. Go for it. Thank God for that, bro. Yeah, it is a show match week. Unfortunately, Legend vs Latov's rematch today didn't really happen. Latov hit me up like maybe 3 hours beforehand, asking for a proper installation of RE2, so he has all of the maps and everything, and he bought it off CD keys. He got it working. He spent like 2 hours troubleshooting because he couldn't update the client. And now we can find a way to update a client, but now every time we launch a game, he doesn't load in. His RE2 does not load in. So eventually it was delayed, and then because we still have an issue with it, we decided to just postpone the rematch between Legend and Latov tomorrow. Probably be around the same timing, but the timing is not confirmed yet, but it will be tomorrow, sure. Latov versus Legend, the rematch. That's not what we saw yesterday. Up so early. Good morning, Nick. Right, and this is ready. Haven't had dinner on Sunday? Alright. Hi, Sean. Yeah, Andy is ready. Yeah, we got a big boys playing today. It was supposed to be Latov and Legend, the rematch, but Latov is having some issues with his RE2. Excuse me. So I sat down with Latov for like 3 hours, I think, trying to solve his RE2. Finish watching afternoon good games. Yeah, it was really amazing. But yeah, the rematch got postponed to tomorrow. I've been sitting down with Latov for like 3 hours trying to make it work, his installation, and now we got CNCnet to finally work, but now his game doesn't load, so I'm gonna wait until one of my CNCnet admins reply me with some possible solutions. Other than that, we are stuck and Latov can't load a game. Oh god. Prediction is up, boys. Don't forget to predict. We got 5 people voting on Andy already. Total of 33,000 channel points versus Legend. Only Syndrome voting with 3,000 channel points. Assault to the value side. I don't know when Legend has been on form. Legend has been on form recently. I mean, he gave Latov a really hard time, and Latov is in peak form at the moment. He's in very good form. I don't know whether Latov is just trying to get all the RE2 out of him before he gets married in mid-January. He returned to Discord and he was like, I was like, welcome back Latov, and he was like, until mid-January. I'm like, why? Then he was like, oh, I'm getting married in mid-January. So he's trying to get all the RE2 out on him before he gets chained down. Sean, of course he's talking about points, man. Take it as you will. I mean, I don't doubt. I don't doubt. Where are these guys, man? They're here. They're just waiting for a bit. Andy said he'll be ready. Came back, but then Legend's not here, so Andy's like BRB again. And now Legend is gonna come back, and Andy's not gonna be here. Legend's gonna say BRB, and then Andy's gonna come back, and it's gonna repeat all the way. And we'll never get a show match after all. Well, the good thing is I'm just starting stream early. And then again, go to start MG crashes. Yeah, exactly. I'm gonna crash, the tunnel's not gonna go well. Someone's gonna disconnect, and then someone else is gonna claim the win for that game, even though nothing has happened. Hey, dear. Well, we'll wait and see. I'm just starting the stream a little bit early because both of them are here. Where the fuck is Legend? Don't know where I went. Legendary AFK, yeah. Oh god, let's get this started, come on. I wanna fucking see some things to play. That sounds a little bit too loud. I mean, compared to my voice, that is very loud. Okay, Jesus, that's loud. Let me turn it down. God damn.
Tijd voor asking.
You're now at 30%, Mr. Airhorn.
Wah.
Hi, Daka.
Wah. Wah, 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 wah.
Wah, 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 wah. Wah, 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 wah. Kane sounds like my nephew. And he's not happy about something. Legend's gonna win. My hopes are on Legend as well. Legend is the underdog and we always love underdogs, right? Is Leggy still throwing? I don't know, he threw maybe like one game like yesterday against Latov, but other than that he's showing he's in top form right now.
Wah.
What else do I have on this? I have a no, whenever somebody makes a mistake. Oops. Oh no. So whenever someone makes a mistake is
Oops.
you're gonna be that. Marco stomped Latov last series, I remember. Yeah, he did. Marco stomped Latov 5-1, I think. Yep, Kodos are sponsoring again. Yeah, he's getting better. Shout out to my boy Kodosaur. It still remains to be seen. Yeah, I think he probably will improve. I think he's what he wants to. He wants to get the R2 out of him before he gets married, and before he can't play R2 anymore.
Come on, swallow it.
Get ready to compare it to him. I mean, it seems like it. You have more time already after marriage. I don't know. He said he's back only after he gets married, so I don't know. I'd rather getting married to RE2 rather than the game. True wife color. Jeez, Nick. Jeez. Oh shit. Okay, plus 11. VTOs. If you can't post a link unless you're a sub. Sean, you could probably permit people as well if they want to post links. Some of the links aren't idiotic links. Let's go, let's go, let's go. Alright. Ba-da-ba-da-ba-da. Just tighten up my mic stand. Depends if we can handle the cheese. I think by probably 2 or 3 matches then you should be able to handle it. But when Andy busts out the Yuri, I think that's where he probably worry just a little bit. I think the 2 vetoes are probably in favor of COVID things. Probably in favor of Andy, because Andy's gonna pick the maps that he's gonna be really good on, like Dust Ravine, Dry Heat, all the smaller maps that Yuri and his double NG play is gonna be good on. So, all right, good luck, have fun, let's go. Alright, I do not crash, and we are in for the best of 11. In Yuri's Revenge, $25 sponsored by Mr. Codisor. If I was a gambler, I would bet on Legend. I mean, you can still predict, Sean. I can put the prediction, it's fine. If you wanna gamble, you can, man. Like Evil Andy, I like Godly Legend. It is kind of a heroes versus villain matchup here, right? Because people don't like Andy, and people love Legend, so I guess that is the current premises that we're going on. I'm just gonna start on bottom right, which is his favorite spot, I think. Andy's starting on top left, so it's gonna have to deal with the cliff side here, being a little bit of a pain in the ass, but Andy being Andy, one of the top players in the world, should be able to deal with it pretty easily. So Legend's build here is very simple. After this first wall factory, he will either move to this spot, or this spot, and then he will go in a full circle. But I think he's gonna go onto the right side, plop a ref, go along here, pop a wall factory, another ref, and then go to his middle, pop a ref, and then move over to the left hand side. But Andy rushing the AFC out means that he will get that seal out bright and early. Is Legend gonna prep with a bunker? He is. So there's a very good way to defend against that seal with a bunker. The MCB can be repacked, it is not a Tanya. But that seal being there will give Legend something else to think about. Make him stop building miners. Make him think about where the seal is gonna come in. So it's more of the devastating factor that your buildings can be sealed, yes. But Andy could also use it in a way to bait Legend onto one side, bring his tanks over while he moves onto the other side of the map. Essentially forcing a two-way split, or maybe even a three-way split. So that fear factor of that seal is still present. And Andy, this is a very smart play there, putting that paradrap there because Legend is known to move towards the middle to plop down his MCV to get the gems. So he's gonna deny the gems right in front. Got 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 minus now for Andy. Legend is on 6 with double war. Andy is 5 with an AFC. And he's still building Grizzlies. The Rocketeers are out. At the same time, Legend tons of eco, a lot of eco. And the quick lab is already out, so we might even see some BFs come out in a little bit. But Andy is actually fortifying himself, making a presence for himself right down in the middle here. Those gems, Legend will want to get those gems sooner or later. Andy already busting out the mirages and another very well placed paradrap there. If Legend doesn't do something, he's gonna be confined to the space in his own base. And he's gonna move to this third, ouch, I just bit my tongue. To this third gold patch here. That's what's gonna come out. This is gonna help it up against those mirages and the paradraps. What was that? Excuse me? Legend is throwing away 2 of his flat tracks there. Okay. Luckily for him, Andy doesn't have that many fucking things there. What's up, bro? So that's there. Seal didn't really work. He undeployed and saved it at the same time. I don't know what Legend was doing there. Really have no idea. Bro, I'm not gonna talk to you about that on stream. maybe you wanna spam my DMs and I'll reply you later. Excuse me. So around 3 war factories, the vessels will help with that paradrap on the cliff. Legend still hasn't gotten the gems in the middle, excuse me. Still hasn't gotten the gems in the middle. His ore patch on the right side is gonna be depleted very soon. It seems like Andy is forcing Legend back in his own base right now, and Legend is absolutely playing Andy's game. Seal would deal with that Death Souls, but kill themselves at the same time. I mean, Legend is stuck. He can't move to the left hand side, but it seems to be stuck at the moment. More epic soon. Thank you for the follow. Legend is stuck in his own base. He's gonna attack up on 3 war factories. But it does look like he's playing Andy's game right now. He's gonna make some space for himself in the middle to get those gems. Kind of threatening around with that war factory. War factory? Desolators. What am I on about? Let's see here. Legend's gonna take the opportunity and go around the left hand side. Probably slap one miner out of the way. Fortunately, those BFs and those mirages are there. The Deaths are quite late. He's gonna take that fight. And he is gonna win it, but he's gonna back off there and let the Deaths do the work. Andy backs off before the Deaths can do any damage at all, and now the GI BFs are gonna come out. That Chrono is ready. He's gonna have to do something about it. Take out the power. He's gonna have to stop that Chrono. Or he can prep for that Chrono coming in. He should be prepping for that chrono to come in a bit that I see, and the War Factories is a prime, absolutely prime chrono spot right now. It's a 100% prime chrono spots. And Legend backs off back to his own base, anticipating that chrono. But the chrono hasn't come in yet. His miners on the right side are going rogue. The rocketists are gonna take out the lab, but he force shields it in the same to save himself some time. But more BFs along the way now. Legend needs to do something here. He has that IC. IC is gonna be ready in 40 seconds. The power offline just delayed him just a little bit there. He's gonna prep for some kind of split, but Andy is playing defensively really well. There comes the IC, and there comes the chrono. Chrono goes exactly where I predicted it to be. And he's gonna lose 2 of his miners on the left hand side here. He does make a push, but it's all a matter of what damage he can do here. And he seems to be backtracking with his GI BFs. Second War Factory, third War Factory comes out. Legend is sleeping in his own base, gonna lose another miner and another miner. The GGIs! Oh, Legend! The GGI is taking all of Legend's things out the way. That is very painful. The Rhinos do basically no damage to the GGIs, and I think 2 of them are elite there. It's very painful for Legend. He's gonna have to recover from this. He does have the eco to recover, but that seems to be a very, very good trade for Andy. Legend still stuck on 3 ore patches, on 3 miners with 3 war factories, and that MTV is gonna be a prime target for the power drop on a cliff. He's gonna have to move it. He rebuilds the lab and then moves it to get his vessels along the way, but I think Andy's gonna probably play it slow. Doesn't need to move, he doesn't need to do anything. Legend is on the back foot, so the longer the game goes, the better it is for Andy. And that chrono is up again. Those elite GGIs are gonna come into play, and if this, whenever this chrono goes off, it surely is GG, because Legend does not have any units to defend. He's gonna have to take the trade, which is why he's gonna push. I think Legend has an opportunity here, and it's gonna go for the MCV. So let's see whether that trade will happen. Is Andy gonna spam some infantry? He's gonna sell to get some money to get his infantry out of the way. So let's see whether that trade will happen. Andy is still selling. He got some money. I don't know here. I don't know. Legend needs to take care of that barracks. I think yeah, Andy's gonna spam out the prisons here. And if those BFs die, oh, that elite BF almost dies. Yeah, let's gonna backtrack now to try and defend what we can, but that is GG realistically. Yikes. Yeah, he was selling for power and money to get some prisms. I think he was stuck on 2k, I think. Oh, it's good to get the first one, yeah. Legend's probably gonna go Dorado. He's probably gonna go Dorado. I think Legend still went in for that push. I think his Rhinos will probably die. His Rhinos will probably die top left. The Legend levels and the solve, yeah, that could be something. And this probably gonna say it now, so way too easy. Legends allied is pretty decent, you know. I think Legends allied is pretty good. You could give Andy a run for his money. Andy only plays so when baited, maybe. I don't know what Legends doing. Seems a bit unfair. Jungle. Go back now. I'll probably bash Andy in an SVS series. Let me just screenshot that. Okay, good screenshot. You know, post it in general chat. Here you go. I'll pass. Yeah, we're gonna take this soul match a little bit slow. Yeah, my energy was still drained yesterday from Legend and Latov, but we're gonna go on to jungle. Fortunately, it is LE. Oh shit. Shit did. No one D. I didn't check what it was LE of this version. Let me see what they want. They want to swap it. I don't really care. Alright, play on. Yee, jungle LE. It's a little bit different. By a little bit, probably I mean a lot. The map is about 25% bigger. And there are a bunch of ramps everywhere now that you can cut from. You can, you know, do some sliding here and there. 1, 2, 3, 4. So on the first match we saw that Andy was kinda restricting Legend from moving around anywhere. He took a position in middle, pair drops everywhere, and put a pressure on Andy, and that seal at the same time was gonna push Legend back, making him double think about every single decision he makes. And eventually the seal didn't really work, but the fear factor really did something. And he's not gonna go for the same strat here. There's no quick AFC. Oh, you might see an AFC after this though. If an IV comes out. But let's just gonna quickly move to that middle ground. The AFC is there. Are we going to see a IV pillbox? Dealing with that dog. That's gonna tell me that seal is gonna come out. And then IV after this miner. Legends up on 6 miners now. And you're gonna go for an engineer this time. Double engineer looks like it. Both players are even on 6 miners. Legend has touched base ground, sorry, onto the first level. Double NG, the drone is gonna bypass it because it's pretty much irrelevant. Let's see what Legend playstyle is now. It's probably gonna go with the same kind of playstyle, but it depends whether he's gonna be able to take control of mid. He should be able to. Andy really getting a prism tower out to play defensively. Yeah, Andy seems to be popping out of the prism tower instead of pillboxes, which arguably so is a much better choice. Oof, the drone there helping a lot. I barely just missed it. The NGIV trying to go for the war factory. The drone got into the engineer, engineer undeployed, and the dog got the NG. Sorry, the IV died. Now Legend's gonna make a first push onto there. GG's IV is gonna come out for Andy. He has the lab out. And now in comes Andy again on the top side. NGIV going straight across. Gonna go for that barracks. The dog does not get the barracks. And Legend Sensitivity is gonna go down there at the same time. Legend not really microing his tanks anywhere. He's gonna lose all of his tanks in any space. And he has to pull back now to defend, having no MCV. Doesn't have a radar as well. He's gonna lose another war factory, and that is very, very painful for him. After losing that MCV, he's gonna bring the miners in to take care of that infantry. But that is a very painful trade for Legend. It doesn't deal with the barracks though. Fortunate. It didn't really deal with the barracks that was captured there, so it's gonna lose it. I would kill it because if an engineer comes out of it, I'm gonna be in pain. But oh no. Oh, he's gonna go for the spies. Andy, the smart player, is he spied, stealing Legend's money, and he's gonna build off that captured building because Legend didn't really Legend didn't really prepare for it. It didn't really defend that. It's probably blocked there, but another spy is gonna come out with Rocketeers now. What is Legend going to do about this? He is not doing anything about it. That spy is gonna go in his war factory. Is Legend okay? Is something happening to Legend here? He's not doing anything. I mean, he's AFK. I feel like there's something in real life that's blocking him right now. 2-0 to Andy. Great, Legend says it's good. But that was a very unfortunate play there. DFO. It's pre-captured, so we won't need a no eat. DF veto. Interesting for him to veto that though. Oh, split level. Something we don't see every day. Kapow, are you here? I miss Kapow. Hasn't been on lately. I'll give Woody the permission to play on my neck. This is handy. I mean, that's the only way you could do something about it. Alright, split level. You don't actually see this map quite often. What I really like about this map is that it is similar when you cut the entire map horizontally. Sorry, in half from corner to corner. It's similar to, what do you call it? What's that map? Tiger Bay? Yeah, Tiger Bay. Where the maps are symmetrical, top right and bottom left. Hi Reva, what's up? So this is similar in that sense. The reason why I like this map is that one, it is very beautifully created, and two, there's a very clear objective. You wanna expand towards the right hand side, and you wanna, there's no clear middle to gain control here. So it is a little bit of a back and forth, which promotes an exciting game. Where here comes Andy with the Engineer IV. Two of them. Let's see how Legend uses them again. He's going 0, but has a miner behind it. He should have a sentry gun ready. A drone comes out, unfortunately does not get the... Oh, he... Okay, that's what was happening. And he gets double NG. And he gets a double NG out and then captures the war factory and the barracks. While Legend now NGs himself, kills the war factory. And he's gonna sell that war factory, but King Connie's out the barracks as well. And then the refinery just randomly gets placed there. All being through the ref gonna probably be placed over there. But more into Legend! Yep, run away. So Andy deals with his engineer nicely. Legend defends at the same time. But he now has this barracks to he has a barracks to deal with. Dude, the last time I casted Andy vs Legend was on Proving Grounds. And they went NG after NG after NG. So I don't think this match will be any different. He's gonna build a bunker and there's a very good choice. So that pretty much eliminates anything, but the bunker got destroyed. 3 pillboxes is enough to deal with those. But more colonies are coming out. Economy is doing somewhat okay. Andy's economy is constantly going broke, but he does have 4 miners for it. Legend now has 3 miners. After getting engineered, no war factory for him. Andy does have a war factory. Good use of the X button there by Andy. He needs to get this barracks out of the way, that's what he needs to do. But those pillboxes will be a menace for Legend to deal with. And it doesn't look like Andy's actually building anything for it. He's not building any tanks, he's just purely building Connies, and he's gonna repay the favor with another refinery down in bottom right. What the fuck am I watching? Yeah, he builds another ref because that's what he was building, and he needs to keep those pillboxes there. Now another barracks comes out. More building space. Legend is in trouble. Triple rat is not coming out for Andy in Legend's base. But Legend building a rhino. He is now broke. Andy was constantly hitting broke as well, spamming out those pillboxes. But another engineer comes in. He's gonna deal with it. Does not. Just that final ref out of the way, and there's no money for Legend to rebuild. And that is GG. 3-0 for Mr. Andy. Yeah, NG was super fun. Wait, do you know it's awake at this timing? Oh, I guess it's 8 a.m. for him, so he probably is awake, right? Legend says. It's Snark. Yeah, Snark, I don't think you want to commentate this one. Pfizer coming in for Legend? Yeah, maybe. Are you hungover, Snark? From that party yesterday? Are you still hungover? Alright, go to speak. I fucking hate it. Jesus. Oh, you got sick. Did you get a test? That sounds worrying, dude. Go to a party to get sick. First thing you do is you gotta take a test. Zed. That's not nice. Zed. Gotta go on tomorrow, okay. I was at the party and 4 people caught on me by now. Yeah. I know someone who got on me as well. Someone in our community. That's why I don't go out to party at this. You know, literally a new variant that's super powerful has been announced and the whole world is like, I'll still go and party. And now they're all getting COVID and they're like, fuck. I know it's a joke, lad. I'm just saying. Did did all the thing is, it was fun. The variant or not is still something. No party is worth how I'm feeling right now. I mean, watching the engineers, yeah. There you go. Andy really prepping. Andy is our legend really prepping for an NGIV. NG Fleck. But I think Andy is prepping for a NG Seal there. NG Seal? No, Seal IV. It's like he went for the AFC quickly. He's already moved down to the right side as well. So if he doesn't defend that, he might lose it. He's gonna go for the power. Sells the power. And the NG gets run over. I don't think Legend's gonna keep up this zero-minded build though. He's gonna lose his economy very quickly. He's constantly hitting broke. And he had to rebuild his power. That means he can't build the refs on there pretty soon. Another NG flag on the way. With that Rocketeer outcoming as well, since the AFC is out prepping for that seal, but got delayed, but Legend rushed in. Pedro is ready to defend that MCV, and he has a miner on gems now. So Andy is gonna start running away with his economy. It's all up to Legend to try and keep up that pressure. Snap a few miners whenever he can. But now Legend himself needs more economy. He needs more than 2. Okay, he has 4 miners now. Seems to be winning the fight there as well. Engineer gets eaten. But that means that Andy does lose his war factory. He's gonna go for the AFC next to kind of get rid of the Rocketeers coming out. AFC gets dealt with. That means Andy's gonna have to rebuild his war factory before he can rebuild his AFC. Double war out now for Legend. He sold his MCV to get the last bit of money in. He's gonna have to keep out the pressure here if he's gonna do. Okay, no, he didn't sell his MCV, he's right there. Legend might take one, yeah. Yeah, Legend might actually take one here. So Legend needs to keep out the pressure. He redeploys MCV. One Rocketeer on the way to deal with that. And he's gonna go straight for Andy's MCV now. And he does not have much to defend except for one Grizzly. And his power drop on the right hand side, defending MCV. Legend has to take out that War Factory. If he's gonna do some damage, he needs to take out that War Factory. And it looks like he's gonna take on the troops instead. What is that control, Mr. Legend? He engineers the War Factory instead, which is a good choice with that flag on the way. I did not see that, but Andy, at the same time, Andy's by himself. So Legend lost one War Factory. Andy lost his only War Factory. And the AFC is out, so he will be able to rebuild some Rockies to help him here. That MCV is defended well. The War Factory has been rebuilt and more Rocketeers are coming out for Andy. Legend's not really doing anything at the moment. He tried to keep up the pressure and he actually did really well, except for that tank control there. I think he was too busy doing the engineer stuff. Legend's gonna go for the 2 miners here. Those are free miners, but Andy throws them away at the nick of time. Yeah, the lab is out now. Andy has defensive positions really well with more prism towers on the way. So instead of being the aggressive one, he's gonna go defensive now. The Legend is not knocking on his front door. And when someone's knocking on your door, you have to play defensive. That is the literally how life works. And he's doing so by going prism towers everywhere. And spy is gonna come out, I assume? Or an engineer. Tanya's gonna come out, okay. So Tanya's gonna come out, that's gonna deny Legend from actually undeploying his MCV. Should be making a bunker now to put in here, but I don't think he will have the chance to. The lab is out now, the BF is out at the same time. Legend's gonna go straight in there, take out the prism tower, and he's gonna take out the rest of his troops. He still has a good tank number remaining. Legend still doing good at eco. Andy is now broke. So all Andy has now is that Tanya, and Legend's preparing with a bunch of Desolators. Which is not actually a good thing because he has to deploy. Doesn't deploy in time. The lab is out there. Legend should be winning this. He just needs to take out that MCV and don't give Andy the opportunity to rebuild. Tanya's gonna get deployed and gets rid of the lab, the War Factory, the refinery. Almost gets it. Legend almost gets it. He's gonna have to deal with Tanya somehow, and he's gonna do so by bringing his flak back. At the same time, he's gonna push down in top right. AFC is still there. The War Factory has been rebuilt. Okay, Tanya is still there, man. And the Tanya can't deploy either because the flag is elite and it's anti-infantry, so it's gonna do wonders against that. Legend finding a weak spot. I'm gonna go for the prison tower on the far side and take out the AFC. That means it's gonna take a little bit longer for Andy to rebuild his lab now. And Tanya's still running rings around Legend's base. He's gonna take out the War Factory next again for the about 4th or 5th time now. The War Factory is gonna go down. He's gonna take on the GGIFs instead. That is a good choice. Go for the War Factory next. Doesn't have anything top right, so if you can take out these racks, it'll slow Andy down a lot. Yeah, he's gonna go low power as well for Andy. Andy is forced to sell now to get some sort of power. And that Tanya is nowhere to be found. Middle base all wiped out. No power plant, no barracks. And looks like Legend's gonna take one today, boys. More Desos coming out to prepare in case anything does come along the way. But now Andy is very rich. He is so rich in money. He needs to rebuild his barracks and the War Factory to do anything. And Legend on the verge of broke, but the Tanya is there. The miners can do some damage here, and Andy doesn't want to kill that because he's gonna kill Tanya. Where is his tanks? They're there in base. Oh, now the Tanya is elite. Yikes, Legend. AFC and Racked is out. And now Andy has power. I'm not sure why Legend didn't go in there. I think he was gonna prep for that IC. And now that that IC is out, he's gonna have to deal with this Tanya. Legend sells the Tanya. Tanya finally goes down. But Legend has another nuclear reactor ready. But Andy calls GG. That Tanya was his last hope and it didn't really work out for him, so Legend brings one back. Dry heat. I'm the king of dry heat, says Andy. That's not what I expected when I said Andy will say something. Oh, it's a Christmas miracle. Alright, dry heat and on Yuri. I'll send this video to Latov later on. Let's see how it goes here. Already we can see a difference in build because Andy doesn't need to walk over to the left side, his miners can just go there. We delete 3 initiates to deal with that anti-scouts. And Legend with his own anti-scout and slash Connie Rush. Refinery's out. He should be able to scout on the right hand side here. Left hand side, sorry. And the right hand side coming in. So anti-scout for just a moment. I think Legend wants to get rid of the scout as well. Yep. Legend anti-scouts really well there. So it's preventing Andy from seeing what he has in base. That's gonna help him a lot in the element of surprise. Legend goes for the engineer flak. No drone. Let's see what they can do anything with it. I think his target might be the MCV or the power. Actually, oh, he might go for the oil. Andy preps for it with a cat cannon. They're gonna draw the fire. They're gonna almost take that oil, but I believe Andy micro that well. Going 0 here, Legend. Yeah, he still goes for it. I think that he should have changed his target here. Probably go for one of the buildings. But he's gonna make a push on the top right hand side. See that as a get there as well, and he's gonna back off. I think it's Andy is still making miners here. He's gonna ult that war factory. Gonna probably take it out, but that brute is there, dude. Bear in mind that whenever he ults that war factory, the miners attacking it is also attacking the war factory. Because the game still considers the hitbox to be there. Now that radar is out means that the micro towers are in play. And that grinder is there whenever that comes in. Mag is out at the same time. Legend has stacked up to lab tech. There you go, there's that mind control tower. He might get his miner on the left hand side though. And he will. That brute is there. Gets dealt with pretty easily. Now Legend on 3 minus Andy on 4, 5, and with an IC. 6 now coming out for Andy. And a 4th now coming out for Legend. So Andy's gonna be ahead on economy for a long time. And he's gonna take the campy approach and go defensive all the way and let the Legend come to him. Yeah, that seems gonna help immensely.
There's only one truth.
And the Yuri Prime is out now for India as well with the Masterminds and that Gen Mutator. He's gonna probably gonna pop a grinder here to mutate the slaves for some extra cash. Legend needs some drones or some flak to deal with it. The drones are incoming with the flak at the same time. But this is not good. It's not looking good for Legend at the moment. Tried to do something early, which didn't really work out. And now he has to deal with the force of the mind control, along with the mags. He might deny the gems on the top left hand side, but he has something bigger to deal with there. He's gonna drone and get that mastermind. He's going for the Yuri Prime. Good choice. I'm gonna go for the mag as well. He's gonna ignore that Yuri Prime. That mastermind, sorry. Legend's still gonna put some pressure on the miners there. Another miner down for Andy, so he's left on 5 miners now. The same as Legend. Oh no, wait, never mind. Legend's on 4 miners instead of 5. So he's a miner down. Double mastermind is not coming out. There's a genetic mutator. And we see a double war factory with a service depot out. Flight cannon right in front to deal with this. But in terms of economy, and this is going to be running way ahead of economy, so I don't know whether it is a good idea to try and pipe down or snipe away the miners here, Mr. Legend. But he will have to deal with it. As long as the miners and the genetic mutator is there, it's gonna be very hard for him to damage his economy, is what I'm trying to say. Look at the range on that mag. Legend's not defending it. It's not repairing it because the force shield is there. And those drones is a little bit drunk there, not seeing where the enemy units are. But it does get the mastermind droned. Unfortunately, not the second mastermind. I see it's gonna be ready in 4.5 minutes. That mutator is ready. The dominators are at the same time as well. Those 2 flat tracks getting droned. Legend now on 5 miners, suspended down to the bottom left hand side of the map. That Yuri Prime wanted to go on the right hand side, but pulled back initially. There's that one singular disc though from Andy. This is a tough fight for Legend. The longer the game goes, the better it is for Andy. So he needs to do something here. If Andy gets, you'll see, right? You'll see that Andy's money start going down a little bit, and then suddenly that genetic mutator is ready, and then all of a sudden he's on 10k once again. Like Yuri Prime almost getting the MCV, but the entire Yuri army is not going onto the right hand side. Gets 2 miners out of the way. He's gonna have to micro the bottom right miners onto the left hand side and deploy the MCV. The drone, yes, I see it. It's gonna go for the masterminds on the way there. Try to push on the left as well, but he pulls back. Everything gets grinded now. The Legend wanted to push along the middle, but the micro tower man just pulls it back. So the only way Legend can win this is if a fuck ton of micro and if he builds up an army. But you can't really do that whenever Andy's pushing every 2 or 3 minutes. Yeah, that's what I'm talking about, Sarah. You saw he was on 3k earlier and now he's on 9k after the 1 genetic mutator. Now Legend does have a sizable army. He can overload the masterminds, he can deal with this. He should be able to do some damage here. Yep, preparing for the IC. And I mean Legend might as well just don't IC them and let Andy grind all of it. Almost gets the flags, but didn't really get it in time. He's gonna drone, like he's gonna mutate them anyway. Sorry, grind them anyway. The -1 left inside here, just going a little bit rogue. I'm just gonna be able to snipe a couple of them out of the way. So he wanted to go for that mastermind, but that baited. He got baited out for the mastermind there with the mind control tower out at the same time. That miner is gonna go down nonetheless. Eat, sleep, IC drones, repeat. Yep, exactly. That is the only way you can deal with Yuri here. Legend on 3 war factories. He sold his MCV. He can rebuild them, but it's gonna be a... didn't sell his MCV, sorry. He's gonna lose his MCV right there. Let's get an elite disc kind of as well. It's looking grim for Legend. It is looking very grim. He doesn't have any gats to defend against the drones, Andy, but he does have the disc there. And he's still going strong. Another genetic mutator and another 10k out for Andy. He just like. Yep, Yuri is definitely not broken. Yeah, there's no nuke from Legend. He lost his lab quite early, I think, to that Dominator. He lost the lab to that first Dominator from Mandy. So he didn't really build a nuke. The nuke could have gotten like all the power in that war factory now. But now they transition into lashes here. Because Andy saw that he doesn't have that many rhinos left. So being on 4 war factories, he will be able to outproduce Legend. But Legend has a lot more to worry about now, coming from bottom right hand side. The IC is gonna be ready in 30 seconds, so if you can hold on, should get some damage done. All D-Bros go down, with along with the Gats. And now, those are free.
Be one with Yuri.
Ouch! That Dominator doing so much work. And now Legend's left with 1 war factory. That was a very good death, so Legend has one final push I can do here before the brutes come in and take out his last war factory. He does have the IC ready as well, so this IC needs to be extremely crucial. He needs a death to with the brutes. He has a radar, he has money. Legend, that's all. That's all. Legend! Legend! He's gonna IC his war factory, unfortunately. So he holds on for another day. That gives some Andy some time to rebuild. Still allowing that thing to go on, man. Excuse me. Oh, it's a brute. Army on the left side gonna push away that refinery. And more discs are coming out now. Hello, Legend. Excuse me. you have a brute there taking out your war factory. Bottom left oil is gonna go down. Yeah, man, Yuri's not broken at all in this kind of matches. Legend did put up a very hard fight though. He did put on a very, very hard fight for Andy. But I think Andy recovered that pretty easily. He's gonna get another tank here from the slave to the moment here. He grunts the lashes at the same time. So we've got 3 masterminds, 4 masterminds, a mag, and 3 discs. for Legend to deal with.
Disc in flight.
So with that being said, Andy is running into some money problems now. Andy is running into some money problems. And as you go along, Andy's gonna grind every single thing there along with 4 rhinos in base. What is the target? He's gonna go for the lab. Gets rid of that force shield. Tries to get rid of the Dominator. Is he gonna get it in time? He does with Elite, but Elite goes down immediately. So that's gonna push back the Dominator just a little bit along the lab as well. There's a very good trade for Legend with 4 rhinos out of the way. Andy now on 6k after that grind with the lashes. And the other units that was gonna get droned. And even more now with the brutes coming up. Yeah, if you're a Yuri player and you run into eco problems, you need to re-look at your playstyle. And it says it's all in with the miners. That's basically endgame right there because Legend is broke. And his miners are long distance mining everywhere. And the miners have like infinite health as well, so it's gonna be pretty easy for the miners to get rid of everything. That I see is his last hope. But he gets Mastermind. Okay, finally gets out, but there's no flag left remaining. He's gonna IC the War Factory to get some flags out of the way. Can Legend hold on here? I think that's one too many discs for him to handle. The disc can basically one-shot the flags there. He's gonna die for the War Factory. The War Factory goes down. So that is GG definitely for Legend, and he quits out. I never want to see that dry heat match ever again. 15-minute dry heat. You love to see it. Yeah, it was a good game to an extent. So, I mean, it was pretty one-sided, but Legend did put up a really good fights. Did Yuri go 6 minus with 0 at the start? Yep. Andy went like 6 or maybe 5 minus right at the start. Anyone see the Spider-Man movie yet? Yep. I watched it the last Tuesday and I am still in love with it. I went to watch it at like 10 p.m. and I came out at 1 a.m. and I've been watching like YouTube videos relating to it ever since. It's like, I'm a big fan of Marvel. Fortunately not fortunately not the Guardians of the Galaxy. I don't really like Guardians of the Galaxy, but other than that, I'm pretty big on Marvel. Everyone loved it except for me. Snark, you need to get a new brain. How can you not like the new Spider-Man movie, dude? It is the best Marvel movie of all time. It is better than Endgame. It is absolutely better than Endgame. Yeah, Snark, you're just disagreeing with me for the sake of it. You're trying to round me up there. I'm not gonna take the bait. You fucker. Nah, man. When he's Spider-Man, I know his W. Miller is literally all over the Oh, Sandstorm. Look, dude, that's a joke of the year right there. That's a joke of the year. Amazing, dude. Amazing. All over the line. Dude, has he played like 1,000 games yet, Miller? I really won't be surprised if he does. I think the reason why the new Spider-Man movie was so great was because it really shows who Peter Parker is. I think I'm not everything lesbian, yeah. The movie really shows who Peter Parker is and kind of reforms him as a kind of superhero, you know. It shows who he is. He has to make tough decisions, and he makes them not well, but you know, he makes them, and it kind of shows us who he really is. Terrible movie. We'll talk about it later. Around 3 minutes now for Legend, 3 minutes for Andy. The double war coming out for both players at the same time. And the fourth coming out. Yeah, I expected to see some engineers, but I think we will see some engineers or some spies. SEAL, sorry, but it'll be a lot later. I think the IVs will be coming out in a moment after the AFC. Because on the order you want to get an economy before you make any move. I don't know, man. Yeah, Snark and Nick, y'all need to y'all got brainwashed by DC or something. Alright, yep, there you go. There comes the seal after the AFC, and Andy slowly building towards the left side. Legend, 2 flags, 2 rhinos. He can move towards the left. Did he not hear the seal though? Excuse me. Gonna bait that sentry out and then get the seal out there, get the war factory, and the almost gets the MTV there, but one war factory goes down and another is rebuilt immediately. And there is that lab. So are we gonna see a spy or a Tanya coming out here? Prism Tower comes up defensively as well, and he hates pillboxes. He loves the... He goes for the Tanya, but the Tanya gets immediately taken out by the flag at the same time. Uh-oh. And he is in trouble, but the Prism Tower is there. That will do a lot of damage, or he can probably get a lab out at the same time as well. The Mirages are being popped up now, and more reinforcements coming in for a Legend. Lab gets sold. That is damage done. Legend will have to back off right now with a huge eco advantage to Andy with the more miners that he has. Unfortunately, Legend is in the driving seat. 3 war factories with a radar on
Seal ready.
7 miners. Andy on 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 as well. But Legend is still keeping up the pressure. Another Seal Ivy is ready, and another Prism Tower gets put down. And you see where Andy actually places. The Prism Tower is actually in a very advantageous position. He wants them in range of each other, so they can piggyback off each other and get some decent damage multipliers up. The Seal is down in bottom left. But Legend going through again. He's gonna get the lab out again. See that 3 Prism Towers, 1 shot a tank. There's a Prism Tower and another War Factory, and probably go for all the powers right now. Legend, no, Legend. He had to deal with the Seal, which gets taken out pretty easily. He had the opportunity there to take away 1 or 2 power plants. Seal is still there. And the Rhinos are coming back to defend. Shouldn't probably bring all of them back though. Two IVs and 2 engineers gonna come out pretty soon. But Legend goes Sea Choppers to deal with these seals, I think. Sea Choppers will melt through IVs. They're kind of a glass cannon. Because they do decent damage to Sea Choppers, IVs. But they don't have enough armor. So to prep for that, Andy's gonna go for some GGI IVs. He's reboot his second war and that lab. Yeah, that lab shouldn't have been placed here. Should have been placed at the back. Placed at the back, sorry. Oof. Yeah, there you go. And he tried to deal with the Desos, but got Desos himself. So things are back to square one. Never mind, another turn it comes out. It's like we're watching that Gene versus Max show match once again. Double NG every day and a Seal Tanya as well. The Holy Trinity. A Seal, an NG, and a Spy. A Tanya, sorry. Oof. Yeah, that's good use of the GGI IVs to defend the Seal IV. Desos I have not been deployed. There is no Deso down on the right side as well. But Legend does not have an army. Sorry, Andy doesn't have an army. Legend does, and that Tanya gets dealt with pretty easily. And now Legend that I see can make some moves here. Tofu, thank you very much for raid, dude. I'll talk to you later. But oh god, Legend. So much damage done there with that IC. It's gonna take the MCV out. And the engineers get crushed. Last Prism Tower comes out for Legend, but Legend needs to take out the lab. It's gonna do anything right. It has to be that lad. The force shield gets out at the nick of time. And he is gonna get away with murder. Is he? Lost IFV goes down. He's gonna go for the lab. Gotta go for the lab, and he's gonna do anything and everything to defend the lab. Lab finally goes down. That is a job well done for a Legend at the time being. And he saved with his MCV. And Andy immediately quits because that is it for him. GG. Legend pulls it back. Yo, Jazz, thank you very much for the raid, man. I appreciate it. Yeah, thank you very much for the raid. And everyone else that's joining in. I don't know if you know me, but I guess I'll do the thing that Jazz does every single time and introduce myself. My name is MJ. I'm a full-time sound engineer, but currently I'm full-time in a CDF, fortunately. So I'm spending my time playing this. But yes, map and mine is driving circles, yeah, maybe quite always. What's up, dog? Yeah, I mainly stream this game, but I do play some of the Halo as well. Tofu. Oh, Sander, shit, yeah. Sanchez or Sander is vegan, so he likes tofu. Yeah, this game is a 20-year-old game from like 2000, I think. I was 1 year old when it came out, so the game is pretty old, but we still play it for today because we got nothing else to do. But tofu don't like you, dude. That's rude. That's absolutely rude. How are you gonna hit from my brother from Germany, man? Tofu your steak, yes. I don't know, that vegan debate always comes out whenever, from time to time. Bark. Woof woof bark bark. Oh, Mikos, when have you done again? Map is back. My voice is so sexy. Thank you very much. With that, with my very nice lisp. MJ ASMR. Oh god, I can't go low right now. I usually can go low, but I was shoutcasting for like 6 fucking hours yesterday, so I can't. What? Dude. That's like self-esteem. Whoever had to commit to fuck you, Beth. You want some ASMR? Fuck, I can't, man. The only way you can get me to do some ASMR, shoutcasting ASMR, is if you actually do something. What do I get in return for doing ASMR for you, motherfuckers?
Gentlemen, it's a nuclear device. Time is running out. Gentlemen,
Oh,
it's a nuclear device. Time is running out.
what the fuck are you asking?
Time is running out.
Yeah, you've been falling for 6 months. Ah. I think he still has to. He didn't veto anything. No? Yeah. She comes up. Fuck that, bro. You make truck sounds like you make sounds like trucks here. I mean, you imagine you're clearing your throat,
Tech building.
but then you do the same thing, but the other way around. So instead of you're like, and this somewhat truck sounds. I don't have a soundboard for truck sounds, but I do have soundboards for
Wah.
something else.
Oops.
These are just inside jokes with my friends. Yeah, I think chat was like, who the fuck raided me? Tofu is one of my friends from the Singaporean side of things. But I think almost literally all of my viewer base is from EU or USA or the Middle East. So I have very little to know as the representatives in my community, but oh well. You're gonna let the shit. Oh fuck, should I play that one?
Come on, swallow it.
No, I'll play this one.
I'll do whatever is necessary to make it big, Kane.
To make a big game. Alright, back to this match. Montana DMZ, Andy going allied. So he is going to have that double pair drop to his advantage. But it looks like Legend is very prepping for another engineer flag. If he can get this pair drop out of the way, that'll be very, very good for him. Get the War Factory out before the AFC. I think that Harry is probably to deal with this exact thing. Legend does not. Yeah, he's gonna have to solve vehicles now. Yeah, Legend does not hide from that anymore. Of our not so lovely Singapore did. Singapore is not very lovely as much as people think it is. Yeah, Legend doesn't really avoid that plane shot, so he's gonna have to do something else. Is he gonna? Oh no, he does not. But he might get that paradraw out of the way. Unfortunately, he doesn't walk straight into that garrison building. Both paradrops from both players in Andy's base. They're just gonna try and get some damage out, but it is very unlikely. Yeah, that's a very big goof valve. Yeah, but following that, Legend actually goes 0, I think. He built all 3 of his refineries on there. Sorry, Legend went 1. And he's gonna fall out with the rhinos right at the back. As you're trying to figure out how this game works, the game works in very mysterious ways. What was... Excuse me, Excuse me? Did Andy just destroy his own refinery, or did I... Am I...
Oops.
What? Or was it engineered? I don't know, chat. I'm so... Oh, God. What? Answer it. Anyways, he still has that one refinery on the back. That means it's gonna be very useful to him. They're just gonna take out that miner there. That means he's gonna be low on funds. Legend keeping out the pressure is actually doing real well. Andy is now broke. He does not have any money for a refinery. Legend needs to keep this pressure up. We have 9k in the bank. He must have been kept. Yeah, the lab goes down. I think that's GG for Andy. He's gonna have to sell his buildings to get another refinery there. But I don't think he needs to. He just needs to get his miners working and can finally get that refinery, get the money from the refinery. Okay, another one finally comes out. But Legend needs to keep on this lead here. Yeah, Legend definitely needs to keep back on this lead. He needs to keep up the pressure. I mean, and he has nothing. He has one war factory and a bunch of GIs. And Legend does not have that radar, but if you can get a radar out there, that's supposed to be really nice. And that prime target MCV is right there.
Seal ready.
A seal comes out with an IV, so that's something else for Legend to take care of. But if you can take care of this MCV, that'll be really nice for him. MCV gets sold. Could take care of that AFC now as well, get that out of the way. He might as well just split his tanks up. Is he gonna go for that refinery or war factory? Is he gonna deal with this seal? That rhymed. Seal is sitting there idling, not doing anything. And oh my god, yeah, that was on like 4 else. That was incredibly close. But Legend's gonna get his war factory out. Didn't get that seal in time. Sentry gun solar in time, and he's not gonna defend this either. Luckily he does have a power, so he can build a refinery to get this gold. So he will have enough money to rebuild, but 2 war factories down. He surely cannot throw away this lead. He cannot, must not, and hopefully will not throw away this lead. And it looks like he is. He just walked into those fucking GIs, man. Legend, what are you doing? Paging for Mr. Legend. Okay, there you go. He finally got some damage out. He's gonna sacrifice all of his army for it, but now he can just sit back and camp. This is surely GG. You just need to deal with this 3 grizzlies and that 1 single seal and she'll be fine. Legend should be able to defend this really well with some sentry guns. Those grizzlies are light armored, so they will go down pretty easily. And that flag should be able to deal with that seal. Seal goes down. He does have 1 war factory remaining. And that surely is GG. The only thing Andy can build now is Rocketeers and GIs, which will not fare against Legend's army, which he can definitely rebuild pretty soon. Salty Drep. Thank you very much for the host. Yep, there is GG. Yeah, go Deso, man. Get some Death Laters. Okay, there you go. There's the radar. There is the radar. Fuck, man. I really hope Legend don't throw this. Legend, please do not throw this. Watch the back of your base. Okay, never mind. He can sell all of these. He doesn't need them. He just needs flights and desos. That's all he needs.
Seal ready.
Alright. Don't forget to again. Thank you very much for the raid. I will see you in the future. I don't know why it sounded like Siri there, right? Yeah, bye-bye. Good night. Sleeping at 6 AM, you know. The general degenerate things. Oh god. Okay, Legend just needs to hold on, get some desos. And flex. Excuse me. Flex. My throat is still sore from yesterday, man. I can't talk for too long. That's why this is probably the only show match I'm getting in shortcast. Yep. And he's gonna not play the long game. Just quit out there. Go back to my stream that page 1, play the music, and give Legend his 3rd point. I need some water. I do have 1 entire liter of water here that I have not been drinking, actually. Fucking excuse me? Ah, the one by Wi-Fi. And he's moving. This is a really big and open map. Yep, the last veto is out. That means Legend will have to play any map that Andy wants. He'll probably go Dust Ravine or... what's the other map by Yuri? Stardust. Or Proving Grounds. Yes, Proving Grounds is the one that I'm looking for. Yeah, I don't know if Jazz people are still here, but the main thing, the game is called Red 2 and it's an RTS game. It's a real-time strategy, so you need to build up from your main unit and then you get some miners out to get some money, and then when you have money you can build tanks, build up an army, and then you can fight. So essentially these guys are just in war at the moment. And it's like one of the tags for this game is war game. Oh, Pueblo. Pablo. It's Pablo. Using on purpose, I think, for a longer stream? Yeah, it might be. Yeah, Buff, I took a... I didn't take a Prozac. I took a Strepsils when I woke up. But it doesn't seem to have done the trick. So this is one of the newer QM maps that we have. It's called the Old Pueblo, made by Mr. Kapow. So basically what you have is... You have what you have here. Capture this, get a refinery up there, and you can eventually move your MCV down towards the secondary patch here, or you can build all the way. But middle here is a really big ground that you should be able to take. You want these gems, that'll give you a huge advantage. I think Legend's gonna get there before Andy does. Yep. So that's a really good start for Legend. 1 and 4. So there is a choice of whether you go mid control or not. If you want to go mid control, then you're gonna get the gems, but you're gonna lose out here and lose some map control on the left side. That's Andy being Yuri. His miners are not mining gems, and it's not really microing them, but the miners can basically go everywhere. So I think Andy wanted to get some of those buildings in, so he can just send the miners straight there, while Legend has nothing. Is there an engineer in one of those flags? I assume so. His second ref is gonna go behind that to get the gems, and is gonna move towards middle. Okay, interesting. Is he gonna opt to move towards middle instead of anywhere else? Instead of the left side, sorry. So he's gonna go middle, prop a ref. I would probably bunker up right now as well. But that's a very important position. So the early radar means that an early Deso is gonna come out. It's gonna push that mag out. You do not want to lose these buildings. The buildings here, because you want those to defend your miners in the middle. He's gonna pop another refinery down here. I think there is just enough space. Just enough space there. And the quick teching all the way up to lab tech with 4 miners on the go. Legend just got his 3rd on the way after going 0. He's already prepping for his split on the right hand side. Unfortunately, a bunker with a tank is already there, and here we see the disc coming out. Legend does have 2 flags to deal with. That micro tower is out to bait and push away that initial split on the right hand side. More Desos coming in, so the Desos will do really good in pushing back any kind of forward advancement from Andy. Unfortunately, Legend doesn't micro it well, and Andy, instead of grinder tanks, are gonna use them to take care of the flag. I thought he was gonna go for the miner, but he goes for the flag instead. Both flags go down, so Legend now has to rebuild his flag to help him. And look at that, Andy. I thought Andy filled out that building, but he didn't. So first building is down. Legend will have to force that cell there because middle is no longer safe for him. And 2 masterminds are on the way now. It was a good start from Legend, but Andy crawled it back really pretty well. Now that Yuri Prime is out, it is looking grim for Legend. 4 flag, 1 drone. He is hitting broke with 4 rhinos along the way, and he's still building flag. He disables that flag cannon, so the flag trucks can come in and help. But there's no Deso coming up because he's broke. What the fuck, that mastermind? 2 masterminds down, so he won't be able to get that. The Yuri Prime captures that building, forces the cell before a micro tower gets put on, and a grinder as well, so you can grind all of Legend's units. And I think the GG for Legend is broke as well. 5-4, so this match point to Andy. 5, first to 6. moving up versus Yuri, just asking to get magged. I think Legend was preparing for that. That's why he went for the radar and the refinery. The barracks early on. And then that's why he went for Desos to fend off. But you got the disc out there. Yeah, it's pretty much over, man. I see what Legend was trying to do. He didn't want to give the Yuri play map control, but Andy's Yuri is just really good. It's really good. So moving back to Kevin's. We've seen Kevin's played a lot actually against Yuri, especially in an SVY. I think an SVY will be the one being pulled out here. If Andy goes allied, it will be a bad choice for him. He has to stick with Yuri. He can't go allied on Kevin's. I mean, you can go allied on Kevin's, but so far allied hasn't been proving well for Andy. Down, I got the down now. You're on Kevin's, yeah. I don't know. It's foreign series I ever watched. It depends on. It's really hard to see because Yuri is broken. There's no denying that Yuri is very broken. So it's a hard fought match to get a good game against Yuri because you're always overpowered almost every single way. And because Andy is a good player as well, so he does have the micro for it to use Yuri to sort of bring that brokenness of Yuri to an even further extent, so making it even more broken. So Yuri on his own is broken. Yuri plus Andy is even more broken. Stardust. Oh, interesting. Yeah, but it's not really that boring. I don't think. I may sound boring because my throat is very sore and I can't go on like being hyped for 2 hours when I'm sore. So if you think it's boring, you can feel free to watch another stream, dude. It's quick music, yeah. It's a Quad Machine by Sonic Clang. Yeah, Crypto, if you think it's boring, feel free to watch another stream. No one's forcing you here, no one's wanting you to be here. But we are gonna go on Stardust on match point for Mr. Andy. Stardust is one of Legend's best maps, I think. To be honest, I haven't seen him win a lot in this map, but he likes Stardust a lot. He picks it pretty often. Oh, wrong numbers. I mean, the current trend, because Yuri YVA is so broken, right? And YVS is so broken. Because the Yuri play will always have an advantage over you. The way you want to counter that is actually pretty hard. And Legend is doing it very well to an extent, but he's being overpowered nonetheless. It's just that small little mistakes in the game that he does will cost him a lot more than it usually will in an SVS or an SVA. So he will have to pick his moves very carefully. But the current trend we're seeing here is that one of the only ways Yuri is being advantage for the Soviet To a certain extent, yes, but I think Yuri is a lot more broken in that case. Any mistake you make is you're gonna get punished even more severely, which doesn't give you a lot of breathing room. Especially when you're playing against Yuri, right? So it's broken to an extent that you have to get your micro almost perfect, and there's only realistically one single way to do it. You can counter Yuri in any way you can. Yo, Magician, thank you very much for the Prime 7. Appreciate it. Thank you very much. But back to my point. I mean, Yuri is very hard to play against. But there is a formula for it, and that formula is whatever the Yuri player has, you have a counter to as a Soviet player. So the Soviet player, if they have masterminds and max, the way you counter them is drones. Cat cannons will defend those drones, so you zone them out with desolators. And the discs, obviously, you can deal with flat cannons, and the masterminds, you can easily overload them with flat tracks at the same time. But that, on paper, works. But when you put it in the human element and the human aspect of it, you have a lot more to think about. You have your rhinos to think about, whether you have enough rhinos to do a lot of damage, whether you have the right tank control, whether you have a lot of stuff to deal with. And invulnerability, yeah, it is very powerful. But you see, oh god, okay, Andy's gonna do that build where he comes forward with a mind control tower. I mean, why I don't know why you're trying to death so against an MCV Legend, but he does have that lab out, so he does have all the tech that he need on 4 miners. Legend has the IC up, so Andy's gonna build towards Legend here and mind control all the way. But yeah, I mean, this force here can be taken out with 4 drones and an IC pretty easily. Which is true, but it all depends on your micro here. And so far Legend's micro has not been up to par. It has been good, yes, but Andy's micro has been better with the Yuri units. Yeah, there's a time window. Yeah, Frank is right. There is a time window for it, and then the map plays a big role as well. Off through Prime. I think gonna go for that grinder, but the Yuri Prime is there. Yuri Prime and the Mastermind took probably a lot of cornies there. That I see is gonna be ready in 1 minute. Legend needs to hold on. Another grinder gets rebuilt. So there's nothing being built in Andy's base. Everything is here at the moment. Off the Yuri Prime. Getting way too much there. IC gets popped off, but the Yuri Prime is there. He needs to deal with it. Get a drone for it. Legend sell his only remaining war factory, and it's gonna go gung-ho for it. The power goes down, so the IC will be delayed. Yuri Prime goes down to the Connies, and that was a pretty even trade from both players. Legend getting the army out of the way and that Yuri Prime. The Deso is there to help, but I think Legend probably lost a lot more with that war factory and the power there. Oh fuck me, man. Get rid of that. Yeah, there you go. Now the discs are being poured out. And Legend obviously not having a war factory means that he's gonna get his flag out really late. He should probably be prepping with some flag cannons. And the Deso not being deployed there. More Connies coming up. Connies will do great against these cannons, but the base walk forward and now their bunker is there means that he's gonna have to back away from that. Flag cannon forward, good choice. He doesn't want to waste time building rhinos, but he opts to go with the flag tracks as well. Another Yuri Prime is just capping everything out there. That power expansion is gone. Legend pulls out all of his miners towards the right hand side. And he's not broke. Legend tried to make a push there, I think, which forces Andy back. Just why he was broke. The miners aren't working. His lab is gonna go down. He managed to sell it before he does. Mine is still not working there, Andy. He does have 1k in the bank, but he does have that grinder, so the masterminds can get the Connies or maybe even some rhinos. Can grind them and get some money out of those. Or he might grind the MCV, who knows. IC gets popped onto the middle hand side. Andy's filling up his tanks, but Legend was smart to do the same as well. He's gonna use the miners to deal with that Yuri Prime. but he has two discs to worry about. The miners are finally working back for Andy. Huh. Should get a Minecraft villager sound on my soundboard. The legend probably a bit tense right now. The expansion is still there, and it's gonna pull back his disc, which leaves this wide open. I think it's probably gonna take the Minecraft out with the Connies and then make some move there. But it's not pushing or anything on the left hand side there. The IC is ready in another 40 seconds. This is all or nothing for Legend right now. This match point, okay, Legends or Andy builds a miner on his expansion here, so he does have 2 miners on gems. And he's taking it pretty slow. He doesn't want to dive in. He doesn't want to force anything out of Legend, and he doesn't want Legend to force anything out of himself. Yeah, Silver is 0 on the other one side, yeah, definitely. Because Silver doesn't have an anti-air unit, naval-wise. Should probably get a power out of the way, that's good. Probably get a lab now as well, unless Andy probably has a mine control tower ready to go, or a force shield for the lab. He sells it instead. And this expansion top right is basically gone by now. I don't know why Andy is taking a lot of time there to give Legend the chance to do anything about it. Grinder lives, but it's gonna die pretty quickly here, and the IC gets popped. Legend's gonna continue going for that mastermind. Get that out of the way. Get his tanks back and can lay hell on these miners there. So the only base Andy has now is in that small little expansion. One miner goes down. The rest is probably saved. The miners do have like a fuck ton of health. And Elite comes out of nowhere. Legend needs to save that. It's on 1 tick of health. And he immediately does. Some unfortunate passing there. The thing is just going across the mine control towers. And Legend has expanded down to bottom right as well. So his miners are safe from Andy. This will be pretty funny if it goes in a huge in a huge round. Huge circle. But now Andy is finally making a push. He's gonna go for that power to delay that IC. Legend should probably be building another nuclear reactor right now. That elite mag comes out of nowhere. And now Legend is gonna hang back, gonna lose that radar. He does have another nuke reactor, but the IC has gone down. IC has gone down. Andy is on 4 minus, 5 minus now. He's gonna move then towards the top left hand side of the map. So this game has moved from bottom left versus top right to bottom left versus bottom right. He did rebuild his lab here instead of back at his base where he's safe. Excuse me. Oof. Tried to go for it with the Connie, it's not really working too well for him. What is his game plan here? So flags are being spammed out for the masterminds and the disc. He's gonna move to that gem patch there. And he doesn't have any gats there, he only has 1 little gat, so the Connies will do a lot of damage to the lashes if he micros them well, along with the drones at the same time. Unfortunately, the drone control is not quite there. 2 of them does get in though. And Andy now on 9k, 10k now. He should be spamming out those units. He's gonna spam out the war factories now and get some tanks on the way. I mean, in a Soviet vs Yuri matchup, right now the IC is Legend's only hope, but without that IC, he has nothing to go for. So in the sense that Yuri is broken with the mags and the masterminding controlling, the counterbalance to that is the IC from the Soviets. If you put it in an SVA matchup, Soviets will always win. Ooh, does it stay? Oh no! He undeploys it, knowing that the flats will overload the mastermind, and the flats now will take care of that disc. And he has to be survived on one tick of health. What a big brain play there by Legend. That is a huge clutch there from Legend. Now he has that elite bunch of flak. His miners are running dry, so he will have to move them here. Gonna snipe out that rogue miner along the top. But now the Dominator is out for Andy. Is he gonna push that? He's trying to get the MCV out of the way. Legend sells it. But the masterminds are being overloaded, so that's a good trade for Andy there. Gets the refinery out as well. That is huge. So the miners will be long distance mining from this refinery right here. The Legend's only saving grace is the... Oh no, he loses the lab as well. His only saving grace is the IC. He does have one war factory to live with as well. I question why the lab was built there. The lab could have been built around the back. It's a lot safer. And he's broke, but it's fine because he does have a mutate already for a double mutate. So he's gonna get about 10k from those brutes. I'm just gonna go around the world and gonna snipe these miners out. And he's gonna use the brutes to defend. The elite should make quick work of them. But now the reinforcements are coming in, but the IC is popped. This is gonna be huge if Legend can get those miners out of the way. He's gonna chase for the mastermind. Split up, Legend, split up. The mastermind is not the last thing in the world. He could have probably spin up his IC stuff there and get probably 2 miners out of the way. What is his game plan? Oh, that is a game plan. He rebuilds that MCV with a service depot. Wait. Oof. Yeah, he rebuilds the MCV and now he's finally going for the miners along top left. While Andy pushes there. In the middle, double elite comes out. So all of Andy's miners are gonna go bye-bye. He rebuilds another 3. So those saves are there as well. Those saves can sneakily just take out the war factory, the lab, and the Dominator. Oof. The flak and the mags, too many flaks. Andy falls to bring in his miner to help. But the Legend's probably back off about now. So double elite. And Legend builds a naval yard. Sea Scorpions? I don't know. Legend catches out another miner of Andy's there. Now the Yuri Eco is somewhat broken with the genetic mutator. But if Legend manages to snipe all the miners out of the way, it doesn't really matter if he has that mutator or not. Unless he mutates Legend's stuff. And now the nuke comes out with the MCV rebuilt and a Dreadnought. Why? Questionable. But, you know, it's Legend. All Legend needs to do now is deny Andy his eco. And he's gonna try to make a move towards the middle. He needs to stop that. Or is he gonna move towards... Yeah, he's gonna move towards his base. Legend gonna go for the miners. You know, Andy is gonna bring his MCV over once again. He can't let the MCV deploy, which is the right thing to do. MCV goes down. That is huge for Legend, and he's gonna get the miner out of the way too. Does have a grinder so he can rebuild, but does he have the money to do it? If he grinds these units, he might be able to. Mastermind's still alive. Dreadnought trying to make something, but if that Dominator gets a Dreadnought, it's gonna be huge. A drone comes out now. I see. Legend's gonna clutch it here, but it's gonna be very tight. Oh god, I wish you could see my face cam right now. I'm clutching my teeth. It's gonna be very tight for Legend. Dominator gets an elite. And he's gonna use that elite to devastating effect there, Andy. But if that Mastermind gets that Dreadnought, it is going to be really hard for him to do anything there. No MCB means no mind control towers, and that elite will get a lot of damage, so the drones need to be there. There is absolutely no Gatling tanks at all to defend. A Legend carelessly gets another elite mind control at the same time. Yeah, both Rhinos do get drones. That Mastermind is still there. It's gonna get taken out pretty soon. But Andy has another elite on the other side. But Legend is half throwing this, half not. Where did he rebuild that MCV? Am I blind? Probably am blind. I just said MCV play. Oh, it's from Legend. Okay, Legend goes towards the middle. Probably could sell that now, get some money out of the way. Oh, it's gonna IC it. Legend does have money. And that nuke is gonna come in right here, so I think this is GG for Andy. Yep, Andy has no money, nothing else to do it. Legend is putting on a really good fight there. 5-4. Yeah, it's gonna be an epic comeback. Trolling mode on. Maybe. Excuse me. Probably Nick is being a pain in the ass right now. But I'll deal with that later. Someone else can deal with that. Country swing. Second to the SVA. It is a match point for Andy. Legend still just needs to hold on, and he will be good. He will be Gucci. Let's go for another 5-5, dude. But I think that no offense to both of these guys, but I think that Latov match is a better match than this one. That match yesterday was bonkers. That was a way better match than this one. But anyway, it might be a better match, but it is a match going on right now. So I need to stop talking about other matches and start talking about this one. SVY country swing. Andy could go camp. I don't think he will. Legend is definitely gonna camp. He could rush, but maybe a little bit different. Yeah, if it goes 5-5, Andy will probably excuse me. Andy will probably put on the accelerator there and just finish up. Yeah, Andy is supernova in tiebreakers. He does well under pressure, I guess. Yeah, let's just gonna go heavy on minus with the typical country swing build. Unless, oh, he builds one rhino to deal with the cat. Goes rhino, one rhino to deal with the cat. And he's gonna go heavy on minus as well, as you do on a country swing. But the main difference is whether Andy is gonna go for the standard unit combination to one mastermind, 2 gats, 1 mag, and send them in 3 groups, whereas Legend, or whether he's gonna move his MCB once again and then spam out some disc. It goes for the early radar. No second war factory out just yet. Legend is on his 5th, 6th, 7th miner. Actually, it looked like the handsome brother of Ned for the new Spider-Man series. Ned has a brother? What? I mean, he probably has a brother, but I didn't know about that. Are you saying that because I'm brown and he's brown? Dude, that's racist. Should be ashamed of himself. Yeah, we see that early lab out from Andy. So he's gonna, yeah, I'm just kidding. He's gonna go for that singular unit build again. Yeah, we see that Mastermind probably gonna come out next, and he's gonna impose himself in the middle here with that grinder. He tried to go for that gems there, but I think Legend just slowly denied him the gems. So Andy's now gonna build down the road all the way to its middle. He's gonna cut off that choke point with a grinder and some mind control towers. Legend's gonna reply by going lab. That was not a question mark. He's gonna reply by going a lab and getting the IC out. Yep, the flags are being spammed out now. I think Andy's just gonna defend his miners there. The units that he has. That's the reason why he has that that mastermind where his miners are. Prevent them from getting desoed. See, 3 more factories now. Legend is on 2. So Andy is gonna start producing Legend in quite a bit here. That Mutator, sorry, and that Dominator. And the 4th War Factory. And there's that bunker straight in the middle to prevent any drones from going anywhere. Yeah, very defensive from both players. Very, very defensive. From Andy, actually, no. Legend is not being defensive. He's being the aggressor here. Andy's being very defensive. But the IC there is gonna go for the save miners whenever they can, and then go for the Mag and the Mastermind on the left hand side. Legend following up with some rhinos to deal with the miners, get them out of the way. But reinforcements not coming in. That Mastermind is gonna chase them away. Now this are coming out from Andy. He is building them from his butthole. I don't know where I was going with that. Ignore that. 4 factories, 1 lab, both super weapons out, and the discs are gonna start pouring out. So Legend will have to reply somehow. He's gonna split down the top right hand side. Andy now being the aggressor and trying to push wherever he can. Legend probably doesn't want to go alone to Deso there, but I think he has to get the max damage and out of the way. Here comes the flak. So now we see that split coming up. The Mutator has been popped on top, so they will be able to deal with the rhinos if needed. Power goes down. Legend still has power from that secondary nuclear reactor. And the rhino is just wiping through everything there along with that flak. Unfortunately, the push down in top left has been thwarted by a mind control tower and a couple masterminds coming out. So not really much value from anyone there. I think Andy probably lost a lot more because that was a sizable army there that he had that was lost. Legend tried to just push back there. I think he's gonna IC those drones. Get rid of the masterminds. That's 2 miners out the way. He does have other things to worry about, like middle. And he's gonna bring the brutes along. And the brutes are coming in from middle and top right. The brutes do a lot of damage to miners. And the miners are gonna take a while to actually deal with the brutes. And the drones that I see, they're gonna go for the lashes. Unfortunately, no mags get droned. And the Dominator taking out the flak and that War Factory. That is very painful. That's a lot of flak and 2 elites that could probably wipe out that MCV really quickly. And the Bruce is gonna take out that IC. There's no force shield. The force shield finally comes out. And the flak are still mind controlled, obviously. The Legend gonna send the Desos to deal with them. Those flag will be out of the game, means that Legend will have to rebuild flag. This is gonna push away his Desos. Both are doing very well in eco, as you would in the country screen game. And there you go, Andy calling GG's for Legend. NCV is gonna go down. Legend is gonna try and overload the masterminds, but there's not enough. One of them is gonna get overloaded. He's gonna target those and target the other one as well. That's gonna have to deal with this just slightly. Legend is building. He's still building. He does have 16k with one AFK miner. He does not have an MCV. He can't rebuild that MCV, but he does have a nuke. That nuke is gonna go here. 2 more factories down for Andy. He still has 3 remaining, so he's on level terms with Legend now. But the push is gonna come in here. Legend needs to save every single building that he has. The last war factory is gonna be the target, but Legend is not really looking at it. The lab actually goes down. He saved his MCV. Where did the MCV come from? Excuse me? I didn't know he had a service depot. But he does have that MCV. Wait, I'm very confused. Where did the MCV come from? He lost his MCV there unless he rebuilt another one. So even though Andy called GG's, it's not quite over just yet. Legend still has money and units to rebuild, and he does have another MCV. Oh, there's the service depot. Okay, I was blind. I didn't see that there. He does have the service depot to rebuild. MCV gets rebuilt, so he's gonna have to track back. Square one and rebuild. Unfortunately, all of his rhinos are top left, and only 4 or 5 are bottom right. So he's gonna get their IC out and defend where he can. And then a third rhino coming out there. The rhinos aren't gonna do a lot of damage against the brutes, so he's gonna have to kite them away there. That gives some time for the masterminds to come in. How do you predict where the nuke will land? You can hear where the nuke will be. So I saw the nuke launch. I went up to here, and when I put my map here, I heard that the nuke was loudest at the loudest point there. So it'll most likely land in the middle of where my map is. So also you would want to take out the war factory and the radar there if you're a Legend. So that was a good target for him. The Dominator gets used. 4 of the rhinos get dominated. But Legend is slowly inching back a comeback. Another power goes down. Now Andy is low power. He's gonna have to sell something here. Yeah, the one thing you want to look out for is you want to look for nuke targets. So if you have a nuke, you're not going to hit a Dominator because it's never going to kill it. So then if Legend hit a nuke, the target now would be these 3 war factories, so he's probably going to hit it here. Oh god, what timing. And there goes the 3 war factories. I am a genius at this game. Clip that, send that to Clips of the Week. Doofus, I'll send my address to you so I can receive the check. Thank you very much. Wonderful timing there. But Legend now inching a comeback. He has rebuilt with that lab out, whereas his MTV has not been deployed, and he has a sizable army. And he has moved all of his mines onto the right side. Oh, Doofus, there you are. Yep, even more brutes. Love the early GG by Andy. Yeah, he does that a lot. I mean, he might win overall, but very premature there. Ooh, that Deso taking out all the brutes, so it's not gonna get anything from that. All of the drones are gonna go in now. You know, you have a ton of gets, all of them gets droned, and 2. Oh, yikes! 2 of the drones there getting out from that gets and going into the mastermind. So again, Legend survives to see another day, and that drone is is still there, is denying Andy any money being mined at all. And Legend is looking to mount a very final push here. 1 single war factory from Andy, and that IC is ready. This should be the last needle, the last hammer into the heart of Andy. if Legend plays his cards right, he's gonna go for that mutator. I think he would go for that mastermind, yeah, and then get the MCV and the war factories out the way, and that's pretty much it. And he can't do anything about that. And there you go, the mastermind is out of range, and the disconnect comes in. But unfortunately, okay, there you go. And he quits out, and it's 5-5. So down to the last match once again. A little bit less hype from me. That is because my energy has been pulled out from yesterday. But you know, Legend just pulled it out the bag and was like, hell no. Bridge map. Embarrassing moment, yeah. Oh, he hasn't lost it just yet, so you know. Lemsip, thank you very much for the follow, welcome. I don't know what he means by bridge map, and Legend doesn't have any vetoes. So it is up to 5-5 now, so Legend will probably pull out all the tricks that he has. Oh, down the rush. Yeah, you can go naval here. So this is Andy's end game. If Legend loses, I riot. Who are you gonna riot against? Yeah, we got 61 people in here. Yeah, this map, Andy's I think he had one more. Vito Goranium. Oh yeah. Divide and Conquer. Arguably a Soviet map, but Yuri is also very strong there. He's gonna ride against me. Does Legend want to take this? He does. It's gonna be the very last match on Divide and Conquer. Let's go! Final map. Divide and Conquer. A classic Soviet map, but one of the first games I've seen Andy play Yuri on this map is actually here. I'm not gonna reset the prediction. Shut up, Beth. But this was where I was introduced to the Andy Yuri style by moving his MCV, building a grinder and then moving his MCV. Yeah, Yuri OP map. But I'd say Legend does have an advantage. It's not, he doesn't have the advantage, but he has an advantage. Because it is a Soviet favorite map, but at the same time, it is a Yuri favorite map as well. I am not going to reset the predictions yet, I'm very sorry. If Andy goes for a grinder straight away with Lab, then he will probably start to move his MCV towards Legend space. If he does not, then he will go the traditional route of like what we saw in the country swing with the single unit build. I'm squinting my eyes right now and trying to look out for what they're gonna do. They're gonna go heavy miners first of all, and there's that radar. So Andy not building a second refinery from the MCV, he goes for a radar instead. and he's spamming out the miners from the war factory. Legend has 5 miners expanded to the right side, and he's making the first aggressive move with one singular rhino. We are all voting for Legend here. He is the main underdog in this fight. But Andy has proven to work well, very well under pressure. Not that he's being put under any pressure right now, but when the time comes, Andy has proven himself to be a crucial player when it comes down to it. So Dasso's in the flag, and there's that grinder. So Andy might make another MCV and start moving towards Legend's base. Legend on the other hand is gonna try to deny some of the money here with that Desolator, 2 of them actually. One goes back in, and that's gonna stop Andy from mining for quite some time. And goes for that mutator out, and Legend has stacked up on one wall factory. So we are seeing a singular unit build from Andy, but I'm not sure why he's building for the war factory. He is broke because Legend denied that gold for quite a while. The mutator is ready in 3 minutes. So Andy's gonna get a nice 10k bonus from these slaves right there. And the singular unit build has shown itself once again. Legend's gonna make a push here, and he's gonna plop down a mind control tower. But you might get this miner out of the way beforehand. There comes that mind control tower. That's one rhino, and Andy retreats. Picture perfect there. Picture perfect. See what I say. Legend now moving towards bottom right. He needs to be careful though. Andy's army is bottom right and top left at the same time. So the MCV is being pushed back. Legend's gonna try and overload that mastermind. But those mags are doing a lot of damage. He brings in his rhinos at the same time. Legend. But Andy is not gonna push on the left hand side while he does that. One of the flags in the... One of the Dazzles in the flag, excuse me, gets lifted off and deployed. But now Andy is on top left and bottom right at the same time, so Legend's gonna have to defend on 2 fronts here. He needs some drones, and he is building them now. He needs a lot of drones. There's one gap there, so he could just overload one of them with the Desos as well. There's a very good pick. Andy doing the smart thing is gonna Deso their own flag, and he saves it. And now Andy's army is pretty scary down in top left in this final match. The drones will get IC'd, and they're gonna go for the masterminds. One spare drone goes to catch any remaining masterminders in base. And the IC drone is gonna go for the other mastermind, so that is safe. Unfortunately, the miner there is not safe. Legend is gonna make the push down in left side, but he's gonna try back there. Legend loses a miner at the same time. So he has 3 miners mining nothing, and 3 of them gonna get out of gold pretty soon. Run out of gold, sorry. So he needs to leave the drones here just to prevent any more mag shenanigans. And he's gonna move to maybe all 3 of his miners down in dispatch. Legend, oh, the miners just get aggroed there. Didn't get the masterminds, and neither did it get the mags too. So Legend's gonna abandon the spot and immediately go for the one on the right hand side with the refinery and the nuke out as well. It's just very tense, boys. Absolutely very tense. Look at that, the mags posing on a cliff, trying to do something. There is a lack of Gatling tanks, right? That means the drones can do a lot of damage here. Another drone gets IC, but the lashes down in bottom right here. Is Legend gonna see them in time? Gonna go ore miner under attack, and it's gonna react there, but he's gonna lose 1 miner I don't think that miner managed to bag or dump the gold in time. So there's one miner lost on full gold. The brutes are there if Legend continues to push. But there is no units in Legend's base to defend against this push though. Is he gonna go for the trade? I hope not. Okay, Legend is pulling back. The flag and the Deso deals with that mag. And Andy now on 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 war factories. Legend is on 2. He still does have that MCV there. And the Deso deploy coming through, hoping to deal with those brutes. The masterminds immediately come for it. The mags will also pop to the Desos, so it is a two-way street there. 2-4-1 combo. The miners are prime target there for Legend, but he's gonna ignore him. He's gonna bank also the Desos to help, but the Desos do overload that mastermind, and all lashes are coming in from the top left hand side of the map. Legend does not have anything to defend against that. 2 masterminds, one overloaded, the other one low in health. Another drone comes out, and Legend's gonna push there. The lab goes down, and Legend is low on power. He can't use that IC nor that nuke. He needs to rebuild the lab first before the nuke reactor can come out. Those lashes are smoking, but more units are coming in with disc as well being spammed out by Andy. This is tense from both players. The Dominator actually breaking the map slightly. But now the IC seems to be gone by now. Yeah, the IC is definitely dead. Oh, the Connie's got mutated. Should sell that IC. There you go. And now all Legend has is that nuke, and Andy still has a full base with 5,000 in the bank. Legend though has 15k. So it is looking bad for Legend, but he is not out of the game just yet. And Andy says GG's take 2, calling it for Legend. But the game is not over just yet, boys. The disc gonna meet some flag along the way. And Legend, I don't think will probably lose that flag. Yeah, he doesn't micro them well enough. So he's gonna turn around and probably overload it. The nuke is gonna take out 2, 3 war factories and the barracks. There's a very good nuke placement, but the mastermind is overloaded. Another mastermind is there, that's overloaded as well. But there is very little flag to be seen. Legend sells the MCV. This is GG. Okay, that one war factory goes down, and that is it. Came down to 5-5, but Legend put on a really good fight, and Andy taking it away in that final game. Yeah, Andy always pulls it back when it's 5-5. GG's, boys, GG's. That was a good match. Yeah, that was a very good match. I'm gonna find someone to raid. Yeah, no problem, Beth. Thank you for tuning in. I'm gonna raid Gino. He's making some QM right now. Yep. Corner. 7771. Is that the actual corner that I know? I wonder if it's that to a clip there. I'm gonna raid Gino. Alright, thanks for joining me, chat. I don't think I'm usually streaming tomorrow, but I don't know if I want to. But if I do, I'm probably gonna play some Halo in the afternoon, and then I'll go with some, what you call it? Go with some FFGs, because I haven't played them in a while. Alright, bye chat. Thanks for joining in.
Insufficient funds. Unable to comply. Building in progress. Construction complete.
This one's still
Beacon
here.
replaced.
Fucking kill 2, man. Come on. Come on then.
Unit lost.